into New York to try and sign Edgar Berlanga, and he chose to sign with Matchroom. So he's a hater. What can we say?
And that Berlanga is getting.
That's what we want. You know, you can't come into a lion's den and cower down. You got to come up. You got to stand up, and you got you know. And he's confident. You know, he really believes in himself in this fight. Canelo Alvarez, one of the all-time greats, right? But at some point, you reach a moment in your career, do you know what I mean, where you start to deteriorate. Is it Saturday? Maybe not. But if it is, we've got a great chance. And we've got a great chance anyway, because Edgar can punch, he's young, he's fresh, and he'll be ready to really give everyone a great performance on Saturday.
Yeah, now he said that he's looking for a 6-round knockout.
You have to try and win the fight.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Too many people go in against Canelo Alvarez and try and survive. Oh, I went the distance. He will try and win the fight. You've got to try and hurt Canelo, you've got to try and back him up, you've got to rough him up a little bit. All these sounds easy, right? But very difficult to do.
The question was about how Canelo feels regarding Berlanga's earlier statement here in the press conference about how Canelo was his idol and he's really happy about having fought against him. And Canelo says that you know, that kind of statement, it feels great because it's something that means a lot to me when someone younger like that says that I'm his idol. And in the end, boxing is a beautiful sport, and the kind of sportsmanship, the kind of respect that's shown after the fight, that's what boxing is all about.
Percent of the world, you know, maybe 10% of the world that believed in me. You know, they thought I was gonna probably get knocked out in 2-3 rounds, you know. But it was a great fight, man. I knew, you know, that it was gonna be a great fight at the end of the day, man. You know, I'm a warrior, and like I said before, you know, I was calling this guy for 4 years, you know, and like I said, man, he's a legend. You know, he fought Floyd Mayweather when he was young, and look who he became after that loss. You know, so I gained a lot of experience, man, being in the ring with him. You know, he's a great fighter. You know, but I know that he knows that I'm the future legend of the sport.
You're going 12 rounds and taking the best, one of the best fighters of all time.
Yeah, man. Definitely, I put the whole 168-pound division on notice. I know that they know that I'm coming to fight. And listen, you know, facing a guy like Canelo, right? He's the man. He's the top dog at 168. You know, there's no bigger than him. You know, at the 168 division, he's a Floyd Mayweather. He's a Manny Pacquiao. He's that type of guy. You know, when you fight him, it's like a concert. You know, and I feel like I handled it very, very, very well. You know,
Yes. No. Now, talking about a lot of the hate that Berlanga is receiving, how do you feel about everything that Oscar De La Hoya has been saying about Berlanga and just kind of talking about the entire fight?
Oscar is so bitter. Like, he's got such a big platform to promote his fighters, yet he uses his platform to talk negatively about Canelo Alvarez. I don't see the point. Should be talking about Zurdo Ramirez and Zepeda and Munguia. I know Munguia left him, but like, you know, anyone else that he's got. But instead, you're hating on Canelo Alvarez. Like, why? He flew into New York to try and sign Edgar Berlanga, and he chose to sign with Matchroom. So he's a hater. What can we say?
And last question, you are known as one of the best promoters in the game. Tell me, what do you want your legacy to be at the end of it all?
I want to have fun. I want to give people great nights. You know, I love the sport. I love bringing young fighters through, seeing them achieve, you know, their legacy and dreams, and making them financially secure.
However, this was another huge L for Eddie Hearn, who is literally 0-11 to Frank Warren this year. This continues the Matchroom curse, meaning if you sign with Matchroom, you're either guaranteed to lose or get injured. To make matters worse, Eddie Hearn faced off with his old buddy Devin Haney in the crowd at Wembley. Eddie, you can't build a fighter to save your life. Anthony Joshua had the world at his fingertips, and you found a way to fumble his career. And speaking of Eddie, my other buddy Dana White had some high praise for him. Oh my gosh, Dana, you don't want to work with me? I guess I won't be invited to your circle jerk with Eddie. You realize you will have to pay boxers real money if you want to be in our sport, right? You called the godfather of promoters, Bob Arum, a scumbag and a piece of shit in a press conference last week. Way to start off your Neanderthal path into the world of boxing.
Listen, I like Eddie Hearn very much. Eddie Hearn was at the Sphere fight. He came early before the fight started. I have a great relationship with him. I have a great relationship with the Warrens. Obviously, love Tom Loeffler and his matchmaking and what he does. Yeah, I would probably be working with a lot of people. I'm sure you can assume the people that I would not be working with. I don't think that's, you have to be that one out. But yeah, I like Eddie Hearn a lot and would love to work with Eddie Hearn.
Oh my gosh, Dana, you don't want to work with me? I guess I won't be invited to your circle jerk with Eddie.
Bruh.
You realize you will have to pay boxers real money if you want to be in our sport, right? You called the godfather of promoters, Bob Arum, a scumbag and a piece of shit in a press conference last week. Way to start off your Neanderthal path into the world of boxing.